What is poppin' people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We got Armour and 7 Demon Lords going to be facing off against each other. Unfortunately, I do not have the 7 Demon Lord list handy to hand for this, but we do have Mr. Gozo himself. Saf opening up with the blue training and the Veemon. We're going to see the Digimon Emperor, which is, would immediately turn skip this one. Returning from the mountains, Mr. Thamata. Going to be now finally committing to borders. You're going to see the Lucimon come down, but y'all know how this goes. Swinging with a raid most likely, because there's not going to be any Blast Evo. So swing when attacking, draw 1 because it's 2 colors. And then play the Davis. I actually don't hate that. And then you could go training evolve to get the bounce. Yeah, so gonna go for the 0 cost Evo, which is gonna get the bounce. Doesn't get any form of load up. Then we're gonna go into the Magnum, pass in 5 to make a protected stack. Unfortunately, for 7 Demon Lords, this matchup is just dog water. Like, it's just an awful, miserable matchup because of basically that exact line that you just saw. That right there, YouTube short the matchup. Like that, this shit quite frankly sucks. It's ass. These guys do play a friendly after, which will be not tomorrow's footage because they'll be the next round. But then they also played a friendly of Royal Knights versus 7 Demon Lords. So 2 tower decks going to go face off against each other. But first, we're going to keep things going pretty simple. The Protected Magnet X does get to just completely shrug off a Creepymon. So rare instance where there's actually 2 bodies on board here for the 7 Demons. We are going to swing in, going to draw, get the... Well, no protection, because the Creepymon is actually going to just eat it. Which is pretty sick, actually. I don't think Saf was ready for that. Which means he spent a bit more memory than he probably needed to. I think he was expecting to just get the free swing in. So now the Magnamon is actually not protected. We are going to get the Ascent of the Great Demons into hand, and we're going to get the Creepymon loaded up. Thanks to the actual gate itself. And this is the time where you can actually go for the Magnamon. If he can get a Beelzemon here, this will be the Digivolve. Yeah, there it is. Reduced cost, down comes the 4 mil. Doesn't hit anything special off of it, but does get the Digivolve into the Veemon. We are going to swing over it rather than going into security, because the plan here is Oguromon. Ooh, he missed the Digimon Emperor, which is very unfortunate. I know he said that he did miss like 1 or 2 of them, but I mean, this matchup pretty stressful because of how criminally favored it is for Magnamon. So mistakes here and there, but still setting up so that way if this Beelzemon does make it back to him, he's going to get the double load off of the Ascent. But out goes the Beelzemon. When it would leave play though, we are going to get to load up the sleep mode. And then that does go back to hand. We're going to swing with the Flamedramon, which is just going to be going in nice and big, but it is going to trade down with the Lilith. The correct thing to do here, I think, is swing the Magnamon and then try and evolve into BT8 Magna, because you'll get the memory back off the Veemon. But he's instead just going to make the protected stack, pass him 2, thanks to it being the free type. So nothing on board, so we're not actually going to get the Ascent of the Great Demons here. We have a protected Magnet as well, so you do kind of have to make the Creepymon again, exact same as last time. Creepymon is going to pop the Veemon, which is going to mill 3. And then we are actually going to get the Digimon Emperor this time, so not too bad. Passes over 1, but of course with the Memory Setter and the Davis, we are going to go straight to 4 at start of main. I mean, he's going to get to swing, but this Creepymon is just going to die. Absolutely cannot get bigger. It'd be a really interesting way of seeing if they can make it get bigger. We are going to actually crash and trade because there's no DP inherits here, so that's just a straight even trade. Yes, he's going to gain... he is going to pass over 1 if he just evolves and makes a protected stack here, which I don't hate, but... he isn't going to get the choice because the Creepymon did get deleted. We are going to get to use Ascent in order to play out a Creepymon, which does get the pop, which of course, whilst it doesn't mill because of Armor Purge, it does at least force him all the way back down to the Magna, which is going to be +8. And looks like we're just going to swing it in. The thing is, he kind of has to let this one through because he needs the Creepymon to die so that way he can, like, load up. And it's not like you're having to worry about protection here. It does get rewarded, actually. That's a massive hit. Start of main. Gonna attempt to pop the Creepymon. And then we're gonna get the 2 names loaded. And then this technically is the turn after. So if he wanted to, he could use the Ascent of Demon Lords here to go for the 3rd one. And that's exactly what he's gonna do. Out comes the sleep mode. And then sleep mode. Sleep mode not gonna load, so we're not gonna get the full protection effects and all that fun stuff. I do wonder what he actually does from here. It looks like we're gonna go, oh, we're gonna play the sleep mode and then we're gonna go ruin mode turbo. I actually don't hate that. So he's kept the Demon Lord name here. And whilst the sleep mode isn't protected, if Saf attempts to swing, he can just end the attack. So no security is actually going to get removed here, and he can't push up the Veemon. So this is going to just force him to go neg from hand, which is the more important thing. We're trying to go swing, we're going to pitch off the 2, which is then going to end the attack. Then we're going to blinding ray to gain protection, which does mean now he can actually try and go live into security. So good stuff there from Saf. I genuinely don't think the Demon Lord player did anything wrong here. However, unfortunately, a bad matchup gets even worse. Even worse. As we're going to see the Paladin mode with enough memory to come through to just bottom deck everything. Swing bot deck the thing because it's no longer protected. Swing bot deck, swing and swing.
Matrix Digivolution.
Don't you hate it when you're in this situation? Trying to find the number on the dice to show how much DP gain your card has received. It's also unreadable. Now let's take a look at if you had some lovely markers from Conquest Collectibles. Right here you can see it's a lot quicker, a lot simpler, and a lot more efficient. Not only that, but you are signing yourself up to some high quality resin handcrafted markers available in purple, yellow, green, both light and dark, black, orange, and many, many more to your liking. So grab yours today from Conquest Collectibles, links in the description.
Whilst they're getting shuffled up, I do want to say a big old thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel as members. It helps me do what I want to do daily. At the top, we do have the Mega Justice Josh, who is an ultimate here on YouTube as well as a tier 3 on Twitch. For our ultimates, we do have D-Tommy and T, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, 3 Strike Rule, and Brad. Then for our champions, we do have Chinny Carry, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solar Ouroboros, King of Knights, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, and Kenneth Smith. Then for the rookies, Greatness Beam, Balfi, Bonsai Beard, Turtle Sovereign. And it looks like we're going to be starting off game 2, but whilst they're doing the opening turns, we're going to see Demon Lords go for El Clasico with the Lucemon to pass over 5, which will give Saf a whole lot to do. And it looks like we're going to open up with a Magnamon in the back. Ooh. Seeing a one-of as the old Magna X here. Okay. I wonder if he's on the X antibody trait tags to try and make it. He's just explaining what this Magna X does compared to the other ones. We are going to see the Lucemon get popped. We're going to get a load up as well. And we're going to say thank you to DigimonTCG, John Esposito, Rose Pierce, Christian Royal, Solon Saints, Yuxo, Evan Turner, Onyx Arlen, Walter Caceres, and Jan Minos. Next up, we're going to see the Digivolve Beelzemon sent in, and that is going to be a free heal into security, so up to 6. A 2 security swing as a result of that. And because it has purged down, we can go Blinding Ray, go into the Magna X unsuspended. We'll get to swing in again to keep the pressure on. Swing again to keep the pressure on. Yo, I kind of dig that. Like that was as far as things go pretty cool. Like he could have made the Magna X on top of it as well. So if he ever got caught on a turn with no protection, he'd still have a Magna X that like threatened to do cool things. Pretty cool. But man, this matchup is just so difficult. Like, I feel so bad. 7 Demon Lords may have been running absolutely amok in EX6, even when Armour was at low-key full power, but damn, Daniel. That joint is rough. Gonna come through with no protection, and once again the Creepamon is gonna be a blocker, but a Blinding Ray kind of will just completely invalidate it. He is also bigger this time, so that means they actually won't trade, meaning they do actually have to take the block, which is once again gonna slow Demon Lords down by a turn. And then just gonna pass the Magna, which kind of dangerous because the second Creepamon could just pop it and lock it. Ooh, okay. Go for the Levia. Does get the delete on 1, so he is going to gain back 1 thing of memory. Unfortunately, he doesn't have Biting Crush. I still think the correct thing to... Oh, wait, no, there's no rush. Lamau. Yeah, so he can't swing through, but instead we're going to see Ascent once again, as Ascent is going to load up. What are we going to try and load up here? We've got a Rage Mode, and it looks like we're going to load up the Creepymon from Trash. Awakening is going to go for a 3-cost Awakening Armor. Swing on Suspend. Swing. And then Veemon in the back. And I don't think you need to commit Heavens here. I think you either commit a Veemon with the Davis, or you just evolve in the back in case he tries to like do something and end on Emperor. Because like if you spend the 2 now, you basically guarantee something like lethal from the back. Whereas if you don't, then you're chilling. I saw a Flamedramon in hand, so I would have preferred to see that, but either way, it's not going to be. We are going to get the load up from Trash, and we're going to pop Ascent, which is going to attempt to pop, but really is just going to be putting a blocker down. Are we going to pop both? No, he's going to use this so that way he can cycle the Creepymon. I actually like that a lot. Going to go for the Sleep Mode. Sleep Mode again, not putting the thingy under in order to become fully protected, which I'm not as huge a fan of. I think if he was going to do it that way, I would have preferred to see him drop the Blanc first to get the pitch and then see if he could try and load up. And we are just going to have to open pass here because he doesn't have any cheaper players. All in all, still pretty good. It's just, and you won't get Pally Ace like we did in game 1. We are going to attempt to see him. Ooh, wait, actually. Massive, really, really well done there from the Demon Lords player. Taking the block early so that way he could get the D-Digivolve and just make it slightly harder to climb. We are going to bounce it back though, thanks to the Magna, so that is going to be game. I guess to optimize, you could do up 2 and keep it on the Magna so he couldn't shuffle into it, but still, rough matchup, and he did what he could to try and keep up with him. If you like what you saw and you do want to see more, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and like on your way out. We'll be back with round 3 of the locals tomorrow, and after that I'll get in some Royal Knights versus Demon Lords bonus games, so look forward to that. And as always, have yourselves a damn good one.